Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Babylon. So last time it became obvious that we won't be able to win the previous run, so I decided to restart. I had a weekend to prepare, think a little bit about what do I want to change. So let's go quickly through the changes. We are again playing Babylon. This time we are playing on Pangaea Plus map. And we have one more AI, so it is us plus 5 AIs on the map. Is there anything else? I think I decided to go with like 3 billion years old map, so there should be more mountains, but the start that I decided to go with doesn't really have that many mountains. Everything else is normal, even though it looks pretty dry around us. It's like average rainfall. We just or the start that I decided to try is in the middle of the desert, but there is a river, so we have flood plains, which means food shouldn't be a problem. And I moved around a little bit before I accepted this. I like this for defense. If we move around, then there is sea to the south, there is sea to the west, and there are deserts to the north and to the east. That means we build roads where we need them and leave all of the other tiles, the whole desert, without roads, so like difficult terrain. So for any attacker, it will be difficult to maneuver, but we will be able to like move very easily inside of the territory. So this is gonna make the defense much easier. What else? This may not seem like a great start for the early game because there are no resources like, I don't know, chocolate, sugar, those 3 food, 1 production, 1 gold resources that are always the best to start with. But we have those floodplains, and on top of that, I'm not sure if I'll be able to see it from here. Nope. So I have to go this way. Still can't see it. Here, there is a there is wheat tile, so that's a 4 food tile right from the start, even before it's improved. Also, it may seem like there are too many deserts around here, but when you think about the previous run, we are not working that many tiles. Most of the tiles were great people improvements, so if we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farms to get the food, it's gonna be a lot of food. All these farms are gonna have the extra food from adjacency bonuses, and here we have wheat that's gonna be pretty good as well. So that's food secured. Then I want to start here. We will have production from the mountains, and everywhere else 1, 2, 3. We can maybe even do like great people tiles here. We can do great people improvements on the mountain. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, technically 8. We could do 2 more here, so that's 10, which I think might be enough. Worst case scenario, we can pop something here. And I'm not sure if there are any useful tiles here. I actually don't remember that. It's like the bare minimum, but it should be enough. I mean, worst case scenario later, when we secure food through buildings mostly, or maybe from a city-state alliance, just some other sources than only farms, we could get 3 more great people tiles here even. So yeah, let's just see if this works or not. I kind of like this start for defense. It's gonna be very difficult to do anything here. Maybe we'll need a citadel. Let's see, we're starting here, either on the marble or here perhaps, because there is a way how to get to us. There are 2 planes that go directly to the floodplains, but it's just a narrow passage. It will probably mostly depend on the AIs, how they settle, and then we're gonna help some citadels in the desert, build roads to them and around them, and hopefully that will give us enough of an advantage. And also, I'll try to keep the AIs maybe a little bit farther away for the late game, that they don't have airports right next to us. The deserts help with that. The AIs tend to like ignore deserts where there isn't, where there are no like resources. It's possible that there will be like iron, maybe stone, that would make the locations more attractive for the AIs. But there is like nothing here. It doesn't seem like there is too much to the north either. Now, well, let's just start playing. And once we reveal more tiles, we start planning a little bit what exactly we want to do. Yeah, there isn't nothing here. I was hoping that there would be maybe a mountain, not mountain, a hill, but no. So we settle next turn, which means I don't have to worry about the barbarian. Just want to explore. Just in case there's a city-state this up. We are playing on Pangea Plus, so all of the city-states are gonna be on islands. Definitely start the city. I'm hoping that because we have 4 food tile right next to us, it will compensate a little bit for the 2-turn delay. And I kinda have to go back. Okay. 1, 2. Yeah, that's C everywhere, so we don't get any tiles here. It's still possible that we get, as I said, iron or stone in the desert that will give us maybe 1 or 2 more tiles that we could work with. We can always use just normal desert tiles if we really need more tiles to work, but I think this should be fine. Yeah, I'm just judging based on what we needed last time. Whoa, okay. That's not good. It should be too early for the barbarians to start hitting the city. But I'm still gonna move back just in case. Plus, we could get like fish. That's another thing that, in theory, might help us. Okay, let's just get as much food as possible. What do we get first? I think worker. So we can get those farms up as soon as possible. So we are saving... what is it, 210, I think? Should I just hit the barbarian? Kind of want to move here to see around the city all the tiles that are in range. But maybe I can do that with the warrior. I don't need the pathfinder for that. So, what did excuse me? What did we find? Not much. We have 3 tiles with salt, so eventually this should be a salt monopoly. I'll probably pop a citadel here. The ideal citadel would be here, I think. I'm not sure that I'll be able to get that. Because this is quite a tempting city location. There are already 3 resources that we can see from our side. Okay, let's do some exploring. You will definitely work the salt now. We'll start working on the Stonehenge a little bit later than usual, but hopefully it will be fine. Because I had to move, this is slightly slower start. Oh, there's stone. So there is one more tile that we could work with. Okay, which one do I want? I'm pretty sure that I want the drill so that I can cover earlier. And that's another thing that I'm gonna change if possible. I'll try to fight earlier, but we might be so far away from everyone else that it might not be possible. Then, do we want to try Temple of Artemis? Herbalist here isn't really a big deal. Though 2 specialists in the city no longer produce unhappiness is nice. Thinking, what do we need? I could just give up on the temple. I will be losing an engineer point, which I hate. But I could go granary for the early food boost, then go mining. And then go mathematics, rush hanging gardens. That means that we get the writer later, unfortunately. But it should make it easier for us to get the gardens. Question also is, do I really care about mining? I should probably have it. I should probably sell this. I'm thinking, I have the salt under the city. You know what? Let's forget mining. No, I still want to rush. Want to rush writing for the scientist, then go mathematics, just forget mining. It's already turn 18, and so far we didn't meet any AIs. That means that they should be quite far away. Okay, the Pathfinder might be dead. The Pathfinder is dead. Okay, at least we don't have to pay for him. See, we explored enough. Let's pretend that it was intentional. Next. How much money do we have? It's still gonna take a while to get those farms, unfortunately.
Even brute people.
Turn 52 Stonehenge. That's not gonna work. We need to get more production. Still gonna be pretty late, maybe 47 if we get lucky. Let's see. 48. Still pretty late. I can't afford it to buy the marble, unfortunately. The opener doesn't give any protection. Yeah, until we get the first engineer, this is gonna be quite slow. Oh, one more change that I made that I didn't mention at the start. I handpick different saves. The only one from the previous run I think that I kept is Greece. Then I took Portugal, Netherlands, Germany, and someone. We should meet them quite early because we are all on the same continent. So then you'll see them, but overall it's saves that are much less aggressive. And they mostly don't have a super strong early game. Hopefully they won't snowball as hard as Persia and Rome did. The question is how the end game is gonna look like. If we have peaceful mid game and these saves have room to expand and then develop, then you just might not be able to like do anything basically and not have a chance at any victory condition, but at least we won't just get crushed even like before the late game even begins. 7 turns. This is gonna be rough. Okay, I think we got it. I was a little nervous, but when you don't build Stonehenge, the AIs usually get it around turn like 55-ish. So I knew that it should be fine. Sometimes, though, it disappears very quickly. Right? It's mostly when you have like either India or Egypt in the game. Okay, this is beauty. And now, how are we doing? Thinking if I should go to the temple or not. Don't even have enough social policies to start working on it right away.
So teach us to know.
Okay, let's make a cut here. Actually, no, we can play 4 or 5 more turns before we have to make the decision about the temple. That's where I want to make a cut. There is nothing to think about right now. Yeah, that's probably what we want to do here. Just force them to move away. I could kill him, but I probably would take too much damage. Some pantheons. More pantheons. Earth Mother could be dangerous. Okay, how quickly can we get the temple? Just curious. 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I should probably, well, let's see the maximum that we can get here. 22. It's there in 77. That's not bad. If I did it this way, there would be 25. And now the question is it worth it? It gives faith, it gives culture. Culture, even though it's just +1, it's still quite tempting. Like overall, the faith, culture, and engineer point is why I'm thinking about the wonder, like the 10% food, and the food, like the things that are written in the upper part of the description. Then the herbalist, specialist. I mean, okay, it's nice, but really don't know. What are you losing because of that? And can I finish the shrine before I start working on the temple? How long is it gonna take to get pottery? 5 turns. That means I'll be delaying granary. I think I am gonna make a cut here, and this time I will probably record shorter episodes, and every time there is a decision like this, I will give myself some time to think if I want to do it or not, because I played like the early game and the early mid game last time more or less on autopilot, and there were some things that maybe I could have done differently. I'm not saying that I would have done differently, but I could have done differently had I thought more about them. So this time I will play maybe not slower but shorter episodes so I can take my time a bit more often to think about my decisions. And also, there are often like interesting suggestions in comments about things that I wouldn't even consider sometimes. So that's also nice help from time to time. I don't necessarily have to go with those decisions, but it's another angle, another approach to consider. So I like those options as well, or I like to have those options as well, those suggestions. Okay, we're gonna make a cut here. I hope that you like this episode, the new start, and that you also see some potential in it, because it looks pretty barren, but I wanted barren, I wanted the rough terrain, so that's why I decided to take it, and this time there is no one settling around us. There are no city-states to conquer. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can block this worst case scenario even. There is desert. Oh well, there's eventually gonna be someone here, but it's gonna take probably a long time before someone gets here. There are no luxuries. We should claim the salt before anybody's even considers this area. So then settling for 2 wheat, why? Um, so that should give us a lot more breathing room. But well, as I said, I hope that you like this download. I hope that you like this episode, that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.